to the front of the mat because it's a leg-based class. We're going to start standing this morning. Now, I know for those of you who are new, I know my head does get cut off on the Zoom, but that's okay. You can follow along with my verbal instructions, and also you'll be able to see what my body is doing most of the time anyway, so you don't really need to see my head necessarily. And obviously I am facing sideways, so you can see what I'm doing with my body, because it's a little bit hard to see what I'm doing sort of when I step back into a lunge and that kind of thing if I'm facing front onto the camera. So yoga is a little bit different to our cross training. So let's start taking a couple of big rolls out through the shoulders. My video is not spotlighted for some reason. So take those couple of big rolls out through the shoulders, big deep breaths in. And let it all go. We'll take a couple more like that. Big deep breath in. And another one. Big deep breath in. And then inhale, lift the arms on up overhead. And then exhale, bring them down through heart center. So if you've got space to bring the arms out to the side, let's do that. Inhale, arms up to the side. And exhale down through heart center. Let's take another one like that. Inhale. And down through heart center. From here, we're going to take a little tuck of the tailbone under, really engage the legs and try and lift up through the kneecaps. So we don't often do that, so I really want you to lift up through the kneecaps. Pretend you're trying to lift the kneecaps up towards your hips. So engage the front of the legs, tuck the tailbone under slightly, keep an engagement through the back of the legs, through the butt, and really engage through the core as well. So pull the core in and up as well. Taking one more breath in here. Keep that core engaged while you do so. Inhale, let's lift the arms on up. And then exhale, we'll take a forward fold. So nice and slow. Keep the core engaged, keep the back of the legs. You'll feel a stretch through the back of the legs here. Let's take a halfway lift. So once again, engagement through the legs, back of body and core, and then exhale, folding forward. Let's take one more here. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Feel the back of the legs engage, and then exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Let's step back on the right leg. So drop that right knee down towards the floor, and then inhale, lifting up into this low lunge position. So my right leg is back, left leg forward. Really bring the little fingers in towards center. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Take one more breath in here, feeling a stretch through the hip flexors. And then exhale, hands coming on down towards the mat, stepping it back to all fours. Setting yourself up in a strong plank position. And take a little round of cat-cow. And I'll get my sneeze out of the way. Inhale, let's look up. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and then exhale, round through the spine. Taking a couple more here. Inhale, let's look up, pull the shoulders away, and then exhale, round through the spine. Couple more here. Inhale, let's look up, and then exhale, rounding through. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale, rounding through again. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. Last one here. Coming back to center to a neutral spine. Tuck the core in and we'll push back through the right leg. So taking a stretch through the back of the right leg. Beautiful. And then lower that one down. Take it onto the other side. So push the left heel away. Taking a stretch through the sole of the left foot. Awesome. Coming back to center. And walk the hands just a touch forward, tuck the toes under, and we're going to push back up to our first down dog of our class today. Taking a little pedal out through the feet, so bend one knee, push the opposite heel down. That's it, taking a couple more here. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Engage the muscles down the back of your ribs. And coming back to center. Beautiful. From here, lifting up to tiptoes. Walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Beautiful. When you arrive, take a halfway lift and exhale to fold. Take a little rag doll here, so grasping the opposite elbows, maybe take a little sway from side to side. Beautiful. And slowly release the hands down towards the mat. And then inhale, slowly rolling all the way back up to stand, engaging the back of your legs as you roll up. Take a roll out of the shoulders. Inhale, let's lift the arms on up, and then exhale, bring them to heart center. We take one deep breath here, really engage the shoulders, take them down away from the ears. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Awesome. And then inhale, arms to rise on all the way up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. Nice long step back, plant that right knee. Inhale, let's lift on up into that low lunge again. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it back. Beautiful. Take our high to low plank here. That's it. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale to lower. So just the shoulders peel back. Nice and light through the hands. Use the shoulder strength to support here. Lower down. Tuck the toes under. We push back on up to down dog. Take another breath or two here. Awesome. Breath in and out. Inhale, let's lift up to tiptoes. We're going to step our left leg forward here. Beautiful. Give it a helping hand if you need. Tuck that right knee down and then inhale, lifting up. Beautiful. Take another breath here. And exhale, hands release down towards the mat. Tuck the back toes, stepping forward. Beautiful. Take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Now we better do all that on the left. Inhale, lifting up, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to rise. And exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. Tuck that left knee down. Inhale, lift. Low lunge. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths here. Feel that stretch through the left hip flexor. Beautiful. Exhale, hands coming on down towards the mat. Stepping it back to all fours. We'll take a little round of cat-cow here. Beautiful. Exhale and inhale. Looking up. Exhale, round through the spine. Then inhale, let's look up. Exhale to round through. Inhale, looks up. Exhale, round through. Inhale to look up. Coming back to center. Tuck the toes under, pushing back up to down dog. Settling in here, take a little stretch through the back of the legs. Engage the lats down the back of the body, back of the ribs. And really keep the shoulders away from the ears. I know it may not look like it with my jacket on. And taking a couple of breaths in here. Core on and in. Lifting up to tiptoes. Walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Take a little stretch through the back of the legs here. Back of the body. Maybe a little sway from side to side. Hands release down towards the mat. And then rolling on all the way up to stand. Taking a breath or two when you arrive. Hands to heart center. Meeting us here. Take one more breath in. Big deep breaths here. If you do nothing else this morning, breathe. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale to fold. That's it. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. Drop that left knee down. Inhale to lift. Coming into that low lunge again. We have 3 little hip flexor stretches on each side here before we move into the main part of our class. Exhale, hands coming on down towards the mat, stepping it back to this low plank or to this plank position on the knees. So we roll forward, exhale, lower all the way to the mat using your upper body strength. Inhale, take our little cobra. Exhale to lower. Let's take one more. Inhale, cobra. Work the back of the body, super important for back strength. So you can bend, not snap. Pushing on back to down dog. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful, nice strong position here, core on. Beautiful, inhale, lift up to tiptoes. We step our right foot forward here. So give it a helping hand if you need. You can grab hand around the ankle. We drop our left knee down towards the floor. Inhale to lift. Taking this low lunge again. Settling in. Take another breath or two here. That's it. You might be starting to feel a little bit warmer now. Take one more breath. And exhale, hands coming on down towards the mat. Tuck the toes under and we step it forward. Take a halfway lift and exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's move on. Inhale, let's lift on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift and exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. That's it. Take a twist here, so keep that back knee lifted. Inhale, lift the left arm up for a twist. And exhale, hand comes down towards the mat, stepping it back, high to low plank. You've got an option to lower down to the knees if you prefer. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and then exhale, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful, inhale, let's lift up the right leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, step it through, nice and controlled. Inhale, let's lift on up. Crescent lunge here, strong legs. That's it, take another breath or two here. Beautiful, and then exhale, open out to warrior two. So everything stays pretty much as it is. Drop the back heel down towards the floor, open the arms out nice and long. So the body faces to the side and look out over that front arm. Keep a nice bend in the front knee, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, windmill all the way around. So your left hand comes towards the back leg and you're bending the back left leg, straighten the right leg, Skandasana. Bending this left back leg, nice and strong. You can keep the arms up, strong back, strong core, if you like. Bring it to the front, Skandasana. Beautiful, one more, let's come to the back. And then windmill the hands all the way around, coming to our twist on the other side. So you've got an option, you can drop the back knee down to the floor here, take the foot out to the side, and step back into a side plank here if you like, or if you feel strong, a full side plank. Take your pick here. One more breath, and then exhale, bring it all the way around. We step our right foot forward again, followed by the left, coming into a squat. Once again, strong legs and core here. Beautiful, hands coming on down to the mat. Lift the hips on up, heel toe the feet into center. Take a half lift and fold. Inhale, let's lift on up. Exhale, back to heart center. Strong legs here. That's it. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale to fold. That's it. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. Beautiful. We take that twist. Lift up through the right arm. Exhale. Bring that hand down towards the mat. Step it back. High to low plank. Work your upper body strength here. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here. That's it, stretching through the back of the legs. Inhale, lift the left leg up high to the sky. Keep the hips level. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping it through. We come into our crescent lunge, lifting up, core on. Beautiful. Wobbles welcome here. Take a little bob up and down if that helps with your balance. Take another breath or two here. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Keep that bend in the front knee. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, coming back to center. Windmill the arms all the way around in that circle. Bend the back leg, straighten through the front leg. Skandasana. Come down as low as you can. Open to the front again. And then to the back. Move the arms as well. Let's take one more breath here. Bring it to the front. Lift the back here. Plant the right hand. Lifting into that twist. Beautiful. From here, option to drop that back knee down towards the floor. We're stepping into our side plank here. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Option to lift that top leg up. And from there, coming back through, stepping that left leg through, followed by the right, coming into our squat. Take a little moment to settle into your squat. Keep the back nice and straight, and then lift the hips on up. Take a little halfway lift, and fold. Inhale to lift on all the way up. Strong legs, hands to heart center. Taking a moment here. We have one more round on each side, and we're going to add on at the end of that. So it gives you a little bit of a chance to get used to the movement pattern. Inhale, let's lift on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Plant the hand, stepping back, right leg. Inhale, coming into that twist. Exhale, left hand releases down towards the mat again, stepping it back, high to low plank. Inhale, and exhale. That's it. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, bring the knee to nose, stepping it through. Inhale, lifting up, crescent lunge. That's it. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Flip and reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back to center. Windmill those arms all the way around in a circle. Bend the left leg, straighten through the right leg. And then change. Bend front leg, straighten back. Stretching through the groin on that back leg. Strength through the legs. To the back again. And then bring the hands all the way to the front. Planting, left hand, lift right arm up. Setting your shoulders up for that side plank. You've got an option to drop that bottom knee or coming into the full variation of your side plank. Here's where we get funky. Inhale, lift the top leg up. Option to bend that top leg. Option to flip your dog. So tap the right toes down to the left hand side. If you've got the shoulder stability, super strong variation here. Stay in your side plank if you need. Exhale, bring it back around. Feet come to the floor. Take a moment in down dog. Beautiful. One more moment here. And we step our right foot through. Followed by the left. Squat. Strong core, strong back. The heels may lift off the floor slightly. Take another breath or two here. You've got an option to take an arm balance, crow pose, or have a little play with it. If you're taking a little play around with crow, plant your hands, bring the knees to the triceps. The feet might come in towards center. Squeeze the knees into your triceps, squeeze them in towards center. Maybe lift one foot at a time. Have a little play. Some mornings it may happen, others it may not. Not happening for me this morning, but that's all good. When you're ready, sinking back down into a little toe squat. Take a little moment here. Strong core. Beautiful. Lift the hips on back up. Take a little halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up and hands to heart center. Beautiful. Taking a moment here. That's it. If you're anything like me, if you need to adjust your tights, now's the perfect time. Inhale, arms to lift on up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to take that on the second side as well. Inhale, arms to lift on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we take a halfway lift and exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. Beautiful. Inhale, we open into that twist. Right arm lifts up. That's it. Exhale, bring it down, step it back, high to low plank. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Taking a moment here, shoulders away from the ears, core on and in. Inhale, lifting up left leg. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. Nice and strong here. That's it, exhale, open out, warrior two. Beautiful, settle, flip and reverse. Exhale, windmill. All the way around, coming into Skandasana, back of the mat. Coming forward, bend the front leg, straighten through the back leg, strong legs. To the back again. Like a little sliding lunge. Bring it to the front. Place our right hand down, lift the right heel up. And coming into that twist, left arm lifts up, set your shoulders, super strong here. Drop the back knee if you need. We're going to step back into our side plank. Setting up your strong side plank here, strong shoulders. Option to lift the top leg up. Option to bend the top leg. Option to tap that toe down and flip your dog. Reach for the front. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, let's lift up, coming back to down dog. Settling in, that's super strong. Just be cautious. Stop at your body's limits. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up to tiptoes. We're going to step our left foot forward. Beautiful. Followed by the right. You've got an option to sit into your squat, or you can even just come up to stand, or you can have a play with your crow pose again. Crow pose, settling the hands in. Beautiful. Lift the hips, knees to triceps, and squeeze them into center. Have a little play. Lift one toe at a time. Maybe settling into your toe squat. I know this feels really good for me, giving my calves a little bit of a stretch here. A little bit of ankle stability as well. Beautiful, hands might plant down again, lift the hips up. Beautiful, take a little halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, let's lift on all the way up. Hands to heart center. I'm going to take a couple of moments here. Then we're going to come into a little balance series. Let the heart rate settle a little bit. Take another breath or two in. Then inhale, arms to rise on all the way up. And then exhale down through heart center. So we're going to come into tree pose as our balance this morning. So inhale, let's lift up the right leg. Beautiful. Take a little moment here. And then bring the knee out to the outside. Bring it either to the thigh or to the calf, or you can have the toes tapped on the floor for your ankle. Keep the core drawing in. Beautiful. Keep the hands at heart center, or you can bring them to the hips if that feels more stable. Let's bring it into whichever variation is working best for you this morning. If you're up at the thigh, really push the standing leg, those muscles, into the sole of the lifted leg. Keep everything nice and strong. You've got an option to open the branches of your tree. Core stays switched on here. Wobbles welcome. One more breath. Inhale, lift the knee. Slowly replace the foot. Take a little roll out. Beautiful. From here, let's inhale, lifting on up. Left leg. Bring it around to the outside. Bringing it into wherever works for you. To the thigh, to the calf, or to the floor. Just making sure it's not on the knee joint. We don't want to be pushing the knee joint out to the side. Really bad for your knees. A lot of us have knees that aren't great anyway, so we want to steer clear of that. Take another couple of breaths in here. And then inhale, lifting on up. Exhale, release and replace down to the floor. Take a little shake out through the legs here if that feels good. And we're going to come on to one more round of this balance work. And we're going to build on and get a little bit funky here as well. So let's inhale, lifting on up. Bring it around. Coming into our tree pose variation, whatever variation you're going for this morning. Core draws in and up. Option to spread your wings, or branches, should I call them. Then inhale, lift the knee up. And you've got an option to bring either hand to knee and stay here, or you can bring hand to the big toe and pushing it out towards the front. Beautiful. You've got an option to open out into a little bit of a twist and then release and hold the leg and stretch it down to the floor. So that hold of the leg up is going to work into the front of your leg. So let's go the second side as well. Inhale, let's lift on up. Bring it to the outside. Foot comes to the leg, but not to the knee. Beautiful. Option to open the branches of your tree. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, let's lift it up. Hand to knee or to the big toe. Push it forward if you can. Option to take that little twist. Release the leg, use your leg muscles and slowly release it down. I know that makes the front of my legs cramp up. Shake out the legs a little bit. And let's take one slightly quicker round here. So from here, inhale, lift the arms up, right leg lifts up. But instead of coming into tree pose this time, keep everything engaged. We're going to twist towards, bring the opposite hand to that lifted knee. From here, you've got an option. You can either stay here in a little twist, or if you want a little bit more, You can reach for the opposite outside edge of the foot. Super challenging. And then push the leg out if that's an option for you. Super strong. Release the hand, hold the leg up, and release it down. One more, working strength through the front of the legs. We do a lot in the back of the legs with our up and down and halfway lifts and that kind of thing, engaging into the back of the legs. So this is designed to get into the front of the legs. So a little bit different here. Let's go, other side. Inhale, let's lift on up. Left leg or second side. Twisting towards that leg. Core on here, glutes engage, legs engage. Reach for the outside edge of that foot if that's an option for you without leaning forward too far. Push the foot out in front. Super strong. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. Release the arms, keep the leg lifted, squeeze the front of the leg. Slowly release. Take a little shake out through the legs. And we're slowly going to flow on down towards the mat. Inhale, let's lift on up. And then exhale, take a little forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. And coming back to our high plank. And lower on all the way down towards the mat. Settling in here, bring the hands back behind us. And then from here, we're going to come into our locust pose. So we're going to take two little back bends here. The first one is our locust pose. And then we're going to go a full upward facing bow pose. So inhale. Let's lift up through the shoulders, reach the hands back, really engage. If you want, if you feel strong, you can lift up the heels as well, lift the legs off the floor, and keep breathing here. Squeeze. One more breath, and slowly releasing down. We're going to take another round here of upward facing bow. So take another breath or two in here, and then when you're ready, pull the heels in towards the butt and grasp the outside edges of your feet, if that's an option for you. Now you can take one side at a time if you like, or both. Or you can stay with that previous variation that we did. So if you're grabbing both feet, keep the knees as close into center as you can. Try not to let them wing too far out to the side. And then from here, we're going to kick into the hands, lift the body on up. You'll be getting a stretch through the front of the legs as well. Squeeze into the shoulders. Let's take 3 to 4 more breaths here. Deepest breaths you can manage. 2. And 1 more, slowly release down towards the mat. Take a little windscreen wiper side to side with the hips if that feels good. And then from here, we're going to come into a little chest stretch. So bring the arms out to these cactus arms. So the arms are going to be out like cactus. Elbow directly in line with the shoulders. And hands point up in the same direction as your head. So we're going to bring the left hand, pop that directly where your elbow was. And then push into that left hand, keep the right arm exactly where it is, coming into a little chest stretch here. Option to bring the head back down towards the mat. And then slowly release. We're going to come onto the other side. So literally, same thing, other side. So right hand comes to where your elbow was. And we're going to roll on up, to the other side. So you might need to adjust slightly. If like me, you've got a wall in the way or anything like that, adjust slightly, then come back in. And slowly release there. Beautiful. Pushing on back up, coming into a child's pose. Just to give the low back a little bit of a release. Can feel quite good. Keeping the forehead supported, whether that be on your hands or on the mat. Slowly coming on up, and then bring the hips down to the floor, stretching them on out long in front. And let's take a little butterfly pose. So bring the soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide. We're going to fold forward over the legs. You can use the elbows to push the knees down a little bit further if you like, if that feels okay. And then inhale, coming on all the way up. Bring the knees back in towards center. And then we're slowly going to release on down towards the mat. Beautiful. Taking your time to get there. Take a hug of the knees in towards the chest. Maybe a little rock and a roll from side to side if that feels good. And then from here, let's drop that into, or drop the left heel down towards the floor. Right ankle can cross over the left knee, and then draw that in for a supine pigeon. Slowly start to release, and then if you would like, you can drop the right foot over to the left hand side for a little bit of a funky supine twist. And then inhale, lifting on up. Let's change over legs. Make sure the hips are back in towards center. Bringing left ankle over right knee. Drawing that in. Supine pigeon. Keep a little bit of activity through the feet. That's going to help deepen the stretch through your glutes. Draw it in a little bit further if you need a little bit more on the stretch. And then slowly start to release. Release the feet down to the floor, and then drop the knees over to the left, to the right hand side, taking that funky supine twist. See it coming on back up towards center, and extend the legs out nice and long. We come into our final pose, Shavasana. Releasing the body back onto the mat. Letting the breath deepen. Feeling your body supported by the mat, by the floor, whatever you've got underneath you. Ground, grass. Take another breath or two here. If you've got the time, you do have the option to stay a little longer here. To rest a little bit longer. Otherwise, if you do need to move on with your day, slowly start to bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes. And then slowly start to roll over to your preferred side. And moving on up to a comfortable seat. From your comfortable seat, bring your hands to your heart center. You've got an option to close down through the eyes if that feels good. Keep that nice deep breath going. My quote for you today is from an unknown person who said, "You are not the voice in your head, you are the observer, the witness." Take another breath in here. Maybe bring the thumbs to the forehead. Maybe bowing your head to the other people who've shared the practice with you this morning. Thank you for joining me this morning, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, whatever you have on. If you've got any comments or questions, happy to stay on for a few moments and answer them. Otherwise, hope to see you next week, guys.